today and forget about Okay.
Not everyone, but I've been doing it in the comments. I don't know how.
Well, I'm saying if you go on this live and then put on this live too.
So, well, this is that.
And then I'll go on your live and comment on that.
All right, let's get started. Come on, come on, come on in the room. Come on in the room.
I didn't add everyone. I don't even think it did.
So, one thing that I wanted to share, right? We're going into one of our pillars is tech. So, with one of our pillars being tech, we added a little tech things to the actual conference. If you look at your welcome letter, on the welcome letter, there is a QR code. That QR code is going to take you to our program. It walks you through all of our sponsors and a little bit about themselves and their businesses, and also all of our speakers and our hosts. It talks about their businesses and just them, who they are. So that way you know who it is that you are listening to today and who is the sponsor of this event. So make sure you scan that QR code on there. Also, what you will notice in your folder, Postmates has so generously sponsored $4,000 worth of free food for everybody in $20 increments. Thank you, Postmates, because I know we like to eat and we don't like to go get it. So, yes, thank you, Postmates, for doing that for us. So if you look, when you open your folder, there is a little business card size. If you scan that QR code, it will take you to our discount. Also, if you just are on Postmates and you don't look at the QR code, I put on there what our discount code is. So it's BlackX20 and you'll get that same $20 off. Okay, so Postmates, thank you for sponsoring that for the conference. My next thing is to bring up Big Baby.
Turn that up. What's up, y'all? Let's go. Man, give it up for DJ. I ain't got that. You got that new day? Nah, I ain't got that though. I'm just messing with you. Give it up for the DJ. Go ahead. Put it down with the music today. Y'all alright? Fellas, what lies y'all tell y'all want me to come here this weekend, huh? Yeah. It's gonna be all men, baby, I promise. So ain't no females gonna be there. So thank you, ladies, for making lies out of us. So we gonna be in trouble later on. Okay. So alright, I'm not gonna be up here long. Look, right now what I'm gonna do, did everybody get a raffle ticket and put your tickets in the bowl? Okay, and they're purchasing these tickets, right?
Yeah, everybody got one for free, just for being a part.
Okay, is there anyone that did not get a raffle ticket?
Okay.
We can have these beautiful ladies, volunteers, hand out tickets. Please fill them out quickly. I was waiting for the raffle tickets to get done. I didn't know it was gonna be that quiet. We got a lot of events coming. A lot of things coming up today. So one thing that I will be back for is the barbershop talk. CC, am I correct in saying that the ladies are not invited to that?
Correct.
Okay, all right. Because with the barbershops out, y'all know, fellas, we know how to get down. We get real and we get raw. Okay? So make sure that y'all are in attendance to that because we're going to go over some great topics when it comes to that. Okay? And we're going to have, matter of fact, we're going to have some of our sponsors come up on stage and help us out with that. If y'all all right with that. Yes, sir. Okay. You ready to succeed?
Yes.
Hold up, you got too much.
Oh, he already broke it off.
All right. Okay. So, what's this? Okay. So, first we're raffling off the 2-count journal gift set donated by CC herself. Make some noise for her. We are ripping off. Can we get a round of applause for her putting those together? Okay, awesome. All right. All right, so it comes with 2 notebooks, right? A notebook, yeah, 2 notebooks. So one big, huge, one journal, and then a small one in there where you can take notes. All right. Let's have my man pick a stick. You look like you need something to do. Come on. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, man. We got it. Okay, last ending in 5068. Ticket ending in 5.
All right.
Come on down, man. Come on down. You got it. It's like a cookout I see. You want a t-shirt from the black man already. Who am I? Okay. That's all that counts. He ate some brains this morning. He's good. Man. Appreciate you, man. Give it up to him, man. Right. All right. Next raffle, if we can bring up Maya, the Clipperista. Is she in the house? We're going to have her here next time. Next raffle ticket. But before she does, we're going to have her explain what she does and maybe tell her about her business and things like that. And this is it, am I supposed to hold this? We're supposed to hold it. I'll hold it. You go. Oh, you need it? Okay, I'll get back.
All right. How y'all doing? First of all, let me just say that was hard to come up here after you just said the barbershop talk.
Oh.
That was cute, but it get real raw at my barbershop.
I did not catch that.
Anyway, so excuse me, I'm a little low energy, I'm fasting, so when y'all on y'all lunch break, and if I'm off to the corner, leave me alone. No, for real, and I just say that because I just don't want to exert, any type of energy. And when I say that, I want to go by the barista. And the reason I say energy is because your head is your crown, right? So I'm a celebrity and local barber. I own a barbershop in Tempe called Millionaire Main Barber Lounge. We focus on, I'm nervous. We focus on empowering, we focus on emotional intelligence. That's why I said to get real raw at my barbershop too. Yeah, men feel comfortable when they come into my sanctuary. So I add my feminine energy and I just nurture you guys. And I just give an elevated self-image. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to give out something called the Clipperista Experience. This is a $120 value. I know that sounds like a lot for a haircut, but that's all I offer. So when you come in there, it's your time to relax. I'm bringing that back in the barbershop, so we wash your hair. I'm doing the hot towel, I'm doing the facial and all that other stuff. So, yeah, hopefully somebody can win this. It's going to be a good time. Oh, I'm supposed to put, yeah. 415046. Got that?
You said 415046?
Yeah. That's you. I will give it your number.
Give it away to somebody. Thank you for supporting our scholarships.
Almost got in trouble. Okay. I'm sorry. All right, y'all. Okay, so coming to the stage, we're going to introduce your next speaker. Okay, he's our Wealth X speaker. investor, educator, lifetime learner, a go-getter, a husband, and an example of how you can do anything if you put your mind to it, no matter where you started from. Speaking on how to create wealth in the real estate, please make some noise for my man Ray Spencer.
Do me a favor, can somebody bring me up this bag right there? Bring both of them, please. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? I've been here for a long time, man. I've been in Arizona for almost 20 years. I have never in my life spoken in front of this many black men. I think the number was 2 since I've been here doing real estate. So I brought a couple things. I want to bring out some books for you guys. Of the things I read, I believe that leaders are readers. So I want to make some books. I have some questions I'll drop for you guys. Is somebody else with this, please?
Gotcha.
Thank you. So I want to bring out something for you guys. Usually when I do this, I have prompters, I have slides, I have a couple things to share for you guys. What I do with real estate and how I do it. But I just want to bring out a few notes and talk to you guys about real estate, talk about how you actually grow wealth and get into wealth. Before I get back, I explain to you guys, my name is Ray Spencer. I'm a real estate investor. I'm a real estate investor. I've been investing for about 5 years here in Phoenix, Arizona. I only invest in the hood here in Arizona, nowhere else. There's a reason for that, because I'm trying to grow neighborhoods. I'm trying to get people to have a better life, a better way of dealing with their health issues, their mental issues, and I want to start there to impact the hood first, because that's where I came from, which is most beneficial. I'm a 7-figure entrepreneur in wholesaling real estate. I'm a 7-figure entrepreneur in buying assets. I buy residential, I buy commercial. I own 20 homes here in Phoenix, Arizona. I own apartments here all over through the valley, also in Birmingham and Texas. And I've been doing this just for 5 years. So I want to bring out something to you guys to give you guys some wealth secrets from a mentor of mine. I got a lady who is hugely right behind me. I don't know why she believes in me, white lady. But she put me under her wing and kind of gave me the information that I needed so I could succeed in this industry. I don't know why she did it, but I want to give you back some of the principles that she gave me and give it to you guys. So these are 5 wealth principles. Me and her went over these. The first thing we went over, you guys want to write some of these things down, they're very important. First thing is, wealth principle is who you want to be. That's very important, very, very important, because who you want to be in this industry structures who you are. You could be a rapper, you could be a ball player, you could be an entrepreneur. As you see my t-shirt, I have a few of these crossed out on top. Because I decided I want to be an entrepreneur, because I can't play basketball, I'm too short, and I definitely can't shoot no ball. And I definitely can't rap. So I want to be an entrepreneur because these skills resonate with me because I'm a hustler. I know how to hustle. I know how to make money. I've been doing it my whole life. So you have to know who you want to be in this industry and where you want to be at. Whether it's crypto, whether it's real estate, whether you got a barbershop, however that is, you need to know who that person is so you can define that so you can go be the best version of yourself. Second is, who you listen to. This is probably the most important principle about wealth. There's too many of us hustling out here. I know. I know most of the brothers out here doing stuff. I know most of them doing stuff. I know people selling courses on real estate that have never done a real estate deal in their life. Fact. So it's important on who you listen to. Because some people don't actually have experience to back it. Some people don't have the paperwork. Some people don't have the track record. And I'm not knocking nobody. But when you're listening to somebody who has some game to give, you better make sure they've done this business. Second thing is, you need to have a mentor. Mentor is really important. I wouldn't be where I am if I didn't have a mentor. My mentors laid me up completely to get me to the point where I am making 6 to 7 figures every year. Without them, I would be nothing, but just a little nutmeg. In this, when you start getting a mentor, right, you have to really build yourself up. Because a mentor is going to prepare you to do things that you don't want to do. So in this, there's two principles that I put down that me and her went over. What's your teachability index? Your teachability index breaks down in two ways. What's your willingness to learn? And what's your willingness to change? Some of us have a high willingness to learn. We want to read all the books. We want to do all the YouTubes. But we don't want to move out the hood. So we know lots of brothers that have all the education in the world, almost psychologists to this game. But they can't grow basically because they don't want to change. So you have to have it equal. Your willingness to change and your willingness to learn has to match. It needs to be a 10 and 10, an 8 or an 8. It has to be high for both of those things to happen, because that's when you start seeing things in your life. The fourth principle is you need to learn the language. There's a language when you want to talk to banks. There's a language when you want to do business. A lot of us just can't walk into a bank with a low credit score. You ain't speaking the language. You got to raise that up. Once you start understanding the language and how money moves, then people can cooperate with you based on the language you speak. You speak the same language. Those things are really important. The fifth principle is you got to invest. A lot of us, man, we don't know how to put money in nothing. You got to invest. First, you got to invest in yourself. That's the most important rule about wealth. You got to invest in yourself. Then you got to start putting your money into some actual investments. My vehicle happens to be real estate, right? And the things I do in real estate are absolutely phenomenal. I wish I had some slides I could show you guys some stuff. I just bought a property for $1 a buck. $1. Ran into a homeowner. He was a veteran, bought a house, he put no money down. The VA paid for it. He just got recruited back to do 2 more years. He didn't want the house at all. He had no interest in it. He just wanted out of the debt. So I told him, I'll take it over for you for $1. He agreed. We signed a contract. I now own this property for $1. And now I rent it out. I capital $300 a month. That's simple. I'm in the process of buying another property for $1. Maricopa. Same scenario. Husband and wife had a divorce. No one lives in the house. Vacant. Both of them move and want to go on with their life. They got too many members in this house. They just want to get out from under the debt. I agreed that I put down $1. I put $1 down to go to property. This is how easy the game is when you invest. You have to invest. You have to invest in yourself, right? You have to invest in your business. Real estate is super easy once you know the game. Majority of stuff that I do in real estate, I do a lot of creative financing. I do a lot of tricks, but I don't even use my own money. I stay broke. But my assets broke. I make money on my cash. Super easy to acquire real estate. As of this point, as I stand here, I own 20 properties. These 20 properties are worth $6 million. My equity in it is $2 million. That puts me in the category around $1 million. My cash flow is $10 grand every month. Pays for my lifestyle, pays for my car, pays for my travel, pays for my trips. This is the importance of having assets, right? And learning how to grow. Second principle, the next principle for that is, hey, you gotta learn how to double your money. A lot of us just don't know how to double. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. As long as you can learn the algorithm of how you can double your money. If it's 10 grand, you can turn that 10 grand into 20. 20 into 40. 40 into 80. As you continue doing this method, at some point you'll be wealthy. Easy. It's that easy. You need to know how to double your money. That's it. I make plays all day long because I need to double my money. I just had a conversation this morning outside. I talked to one of my lenders. I just bought a triplex. I put no money into it. As a matter of fact, I use a HELOC from my brother sitting in the front. I put his money in from the HELOC from his home. We refinanced. My lender just called me this morning and told me I'm able to pull out $150,000 tax free. That's doubling the money. That's infinite return for me because I actually put no money into it. Then I give my brother money back. He put no money into it. Infinite return. We keep the asset in cash flow. We make $1,000 every month off the cash flow. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
All right. Second thing is you got to be resourceful. You got to know how to actually create something. I just had a brother the other day who came and meet with me, sat down, and I told him, look, I got a mentorship. You want to learn how to invest in real estate? First, take my mentorship. It's mindset. I need to show you how to think like a wealthy person. It's $2,500 for you. I gave it this guy. In that process, I was telling the young brother, man, you need to learn how to be resourceful. I don't care if you got to run up a credit card, talk to moms, cousins, friends, families. This is important for you. You have to learn how to be resourceful. I hang around high people all the time, millionaires. Every moment I meet with these people, I need to figure out what's my value. What do I bring to the table? How do I be resourceful? And it's a struggle for me because I had to work my way to get to this point. So mentally, I had to learn how to be resourceful. If you can bring something to the table, man, you can make any plays, anytime. I don't care what it is. A lot of stuff that I do in this industry is I bring people to the table who have absolutely nothing. It could be a credit card, 10 grand. Other day I did a play with my sister-in-law who got a $10,000 insurance check. We took that and put a down payment on the property, now we just cash it. So many ways to make money in this industry, if you're resourceful. Okay, my last one I want to bring up, and I want to kind of explain some things, how I kind of buy real estate and do real estate. In this process, can I get 3 volunteers? Please? Come on, brother, come on. Come on. Give me a round of applause, please. So I'm explaining to you guys. Somebody, let me get a volunteer. Let me get one of the. Come on. Open it. Okay, let me use my. There you go. How much you got right there? What you got right there? What you got? Tell me what's 20. 40. Okay. Okay, you got 30, you got 40. Okay. Now, I'll make you come over to me. I learned this game to some of my millionaire friends, right? It took me a while to understand this concept, okay? It's called the fractional alert banking, right? It took me a minute to understand it, because when I came to this industry of real estate, I ain't had no money. I was broke. So I need to figure out how can I buy all this real estate with no money. Okay? So what happens is, I'm the bank, okay? So as the bank, my name is your name? Alfonso, okay? So as the bank, Alfonso comes into my bank, right? And he places, how much? 30 grand. Cool. Thank you. All right. Now, how much money did I get? $0. Okay? When you put your money in the bank, they don't give you nothing but a small amount. Pennies. So much pennies, he won't even actually, he won't even know how much it was. 0.00003%. Okay? That money comes into the bank. Okay? My mother man comes in. What's your name, my man? Ruben. Okay? Ruben comes into the bank. The bank is ready. Ruben comes in, wants to make a deposit. Go ahead and drop that on me, my man. What's that? 40 bands? Okay, I got $70,000 from these two brothers. How much money I give to you? Nothing. Right? You trust me so much. 30, 40,000. 70,000 collected. Okay? I'm going to take that as a bank and give you guys absolutely peanuts. Because they don't want to take the initiative to invest money themselves. That's why you put it in the bank. And they created this system so you guys would trust the bank, because that's where you think your money should go. Your money shouldn't be going into the bank. It should be going into yourselves, your business, right, and back into the community. That's why I invest in the hood. Okay. In this process, what the bank is going to do, they're going to take this money. What's your name, man? Ryan Griffin, okay? Why you look like an investor? Look at you. Huh? Okay. So Dwayne's an investor. Dwayne's gonna come into the bank and say, Ray, I need a loan. I need $70,000. I'm gonna say, oh, I got that. Here you go. He's gonna take that. He's gonna invest into his barbershop. He's gonna invest into his tour business. Right? He's gonna invest in this right here, Dwayne. Okay? And when he makes money, I'm going to charge him interest. Front load, all in front. Because I need all my money back in the bank. Because I pay these dudes back when they come and pick it up. This is called the fractional reserve banking system. Majority of the money that we do in investing, it's not even our money. It's somebody else's money. That's how the game works. If you can learn how to build your credit, you can learn the language of how to talk to banks, you can come in and get the $70,000. Go run it up. So many brothers doing credit courses right now, right? Learning how to talk to banks. I talk to them all the time, right? I love it. Because in that process, you learn how to take money, make money out of thin air, and make it happen. Give a round of applause, brothers. Let's go. Take one, please. I got real estate investment books. I got Think and Grow Rich. I got a really good book called Cybernetics. Right? Really important. So you have to learn this game. Once you learn this game, no money. I'm broke. I stay broke. I don't have any money. I never do. Besides that. So I need that in the bag, bro. Don't run off with that. Right? This is how you invest and make money on the thin air. Right? In real estate, I do this all day. I go borrow money from people. Go run the bag up. Because I'm doubling their money. I'm turning 50 into 100. With the play I just did with the triplex with my brother, I give him this 50 back, I should 150. Easy money. And I keep the asset. My wealth grows. Okay? So a lot of us don't understand we're playing the wrong game. As black men, we playing the wrong game. As black women, we playing the wrong game. Most of us don't even know that we're playing the game. Money is a game. It's created by some high elites, some banking systems. That's how it's created. The moment you realize it's a game, the moment you go in and get the bag and make another bag. In this game, for me, in real estate, I look at it as monopoly. Raise your hand if you own some assets. Okay. How do you win the game of monopoly? Raise your hands. Buy properties. Come in, come grab a book. Okay. Come grab a book. Grab any book you want. Okay. Buying assets. You gotta own some stuff. What happens if you play a monopoly and you don't buy stuff? You lose. You broke. You tapped out. You go around there and you playing rent every time. Land on these properties, rent. You get broke every day. Rent. So many of us playing that game. So I understand this is a game of real estate and it's a game of monopoly. So when I'm playing, I'm trying to pick up as many properties as I can. That's the game that we're playing. When you understand those methods, you learn how to move and grow. I teach this to people all the time. I do events here in Phoenix, Arizona. I do one-on-one mentorship with people. I teach people how to grow money and assets. And I've only been doing it for a few years. That's the importance of wealth. You have to learn how to grow. I'm not talking no rich. I'm talking wealth. A lot of us are rich. A lot of us got money. I see people make tons. I got homies that make millions of dollars. 2 years later, they broke. Bought the Lambo, bought the house, got the mansion, got the fly wife next to you that needs all the maintenance. 2 years later, broke. You had no assets. You wasn't playing the money game. That's how we learn to grow, brothers. If you guys connect with me, I'm gonna put there's some flyers. Ladies, can you pass some flyers out? I got my information on these. You guys can always connect with me and ask me any question. I don't care. I'll lace you up for free if you chase me down. But I'm a busy man, so you gotta chase me down. In this, I'm passing out a flyer. I want to explain something to you guys on how I got to this point. in my life, because a lot of people don't know my story, and I want to dive into it, how I got to this point. So I'm actually passing out some flyers to you guys so you can see it, where I started at, how I came here. Because I didn't have a silver spoon in my mouth. A lot of things was just not handed to me. So in this process, I had to learn to grow. So let me tell you something about my story. I've been here in Arizona for almost 20 years. When I got here, I started to get into the streets. My father wasn't here. He was in the streets. He also was in prison. And in that process, right, I wanted to chase after him because I was looking for a male figure. A lot of us as black men is missing male figures. Did you see how many hands was up when your father was missing? Being a black father is important. Highly important. Because I didn't have it, this led me down a long path. I ended up getting in the gangs here in Phoenix. In that process, I had a beef with a dude. I seen him at a party, dancing all on this girl. He runs up on me. I hit him with a 2-piece. Boom, boom. From that point on, one woman, me and him was chasing each other. I happened to catch him in the streets. Him and his homie. We ran up. Me and my friend, we ran. I was on parole. I had an ankle bracelet on. Ran up to him. I asked him where they from. They was like, oh, we don't bang. So it's cool. Empty your pockets. So we went to pocket them. Empty their pockets. In this process, the only thing I had on this time was a jackhammer. I had a little bit of jackhammer. I used to watch Thor when I was little, so I thought I was something like a superhero. So I pulled my jackhammer out. I threw it at his head. It was the slowest I ever seen a jackhammer move. It just rotated. Went right past his head. The man looked at me like I was crazy. In that process, he pulled a gun and put it right up to my face. My whole life flashed before me. In an instant. I can remember when I was just 3, riding the bike the first time. In that process, I just closed my eyes because I knew my life was over. When I closed my eyes, I see a hand go over his hand. White hand. It slowly go over his hand. Closed my eyes, I heard 2 snaps. When I opened my eyes, I was still there. He was running across the street with his homeboy. I was with mine. Me and my homie, we ran on the street. By the time I got halfway down the block, I couldn't walk anymore. I fell right into somebody's lap. I said, man, it's over. I know he shot me somewhere. I just couldn't feel it. At that point, my homie's panicking. I got blood everywhere. I'm just sitting in the pool of it. A person comes by, helps me out that lived in the house. They got the ambulance, took me to the hospital. Right? By the grace of God, whatever that hand was, when I closed my eyes and I seen him push his hand down, only shot me in my legs. I was still able to walk. From that point on, that created a whole new monster. I turned into a completely, absolutely different person overnight. I chased this dude down everywhere I could go. Nothing but God was on his side. When my friends would call me up and say he's at the bus stop, I'd run to the bus stop. Wasn't there. So friends tell me, yo, he's at school. I run to the school. Wasn't there. I was trying to gun this dude in. That's how serious I was. In the process, I never ran into him. And I started getting into drugs. I started drinking heavily, hanging out with the wrong people. Who was gangbanging all over. I ended up robbing a dude for his phone. At that point, I robbed the guy. I went to a store, convenience store, with a sawed-off shotgun. Put it through the window, told him run all the money to me. I said, if you move, that's his ass. He moved, he ran, shot him. From that point, there was a manhunt. I went to different states. They ended up finding me. They brought me right back here to Arizona, extradited on the plane, first time I've been on a plane. And at that point, I remember I had a moment. They gave me a public defender. Black guy, he was cool. He gave me all the stuff that he needed to have. We're gonna go to trial, we're gonna do this, there's no evidence. And a week later, he was gone. They gave me a sister. First time on the job. I believe they gave it to me because she was black and I was black. She didn't say anything about going to trial. She didn't say anything about any of that. What she did is she gave me a plea. 30 years. I remember I had a moment when I looked my mother in the eyes. She was sitting across from me because at this point I was only 14 years old. So my mother had to be there. And I looked my mother in the eyes. And she broke. She cried. And as a child, looking your mother in the eyes, there's nothing more that can break you than to look your mother in the eyes and see that something broke her. Because my mother's a strong black woman. And at that point, I vowed nothing will break me. So I didn't cry. Held my chin up. I took the plea. 30 years. What happened to the person I shot is he ended up being paralyzed. He died. When I came to my court hearing, the judge rolled in a wheelchair. I said, oh man, they're going to look at me. I already knew. My victim was in a wheelchair, my judge was in a wheelchair. I said, oh man, this ain't no luck for me. But I got it. She ain't held high. Let's roll. The judge came in and he only gave me 15 years. In that 15-year sentence, I only did 11. Worst time of my life. Because I went in with the mindset that can't nobody break me and tell me nothing. I was in fights. I was in the hole. I started riots. I was always in stuff. My nickname is Maniac. That's how wild I was. And I remember I was sitting in the cell. They threw me in the hole. The warden came out. Short little Hispanic lady. She came out. She was like, Spencer, why you causing stuff on my yard? Word for word. I said, bitch, fuck you. Come in my cell. She said, oh yeah? Pop the door. Now I was trying to call her bluff. I didn't think she was going to open the door. But she did. Because of that, I had to contend with what I just said. And the moment she opened the door, I spit a noogie in her face. I watched her drip down her eyes. She looked at me with so much distaste, so disgusting. She said, I got something for you. She threw me in the hole. I was in the hole for 2 years. Butt naked. It started. There's time to have showers. And I went through a process in this moment where it broke me. I remember I was sitting in the cell with nothing to do. I count every crack, every brick, every roach, everything in there to a point I realized I lost my mind. I couldn't remember. There was months I knew nothing. I woke up one day in the hospital, state hospital. They were pulling a tube out of my throat. And a doctor was grabbing me. I reached out, I grabbed him. And he was frightened, because I didn't know where I was at. It took me, threw me back into the cell, and I had a moment of, dang, man, I can't do this again. I can't. Like that broke me. And I vowed nothing will break me. So I sat, and I contemplated. And I was sitting in my cell. They used to come by because they thought I was crazy. And the lady would come by giving out pills. And I would never take it. And I remember there was a moment where she came by, the nurse lady. And she said, Spencer, you want to take your pill? And I said, you know what? Yeah. And at this moment, I realized every human being has a superpower. Mine is, when my back against the wall, oh, I can create it. And I got up to the door. And I walked to the door. The lady put her hand in it. And I grabbed her hand. And I put her elbow out. She's panicked. screaming. The officer witness screaming. He pulls out a big can of berries, puts it in my face, and spits. If you don't let her go, I'm gonna burn your effing eyes out. I said, I don't care. This bitch gonna lose an arm. So like, what? Stop. What are you doing? I said, look, I just need something. I'm gonna lose my mind in here. Give me something. Get me out of the cell. Something. I'm not going down like this. In that process, I locked eyes with her and him, and I had a human moment. And I realized these people were vulnerable, weak, and at my mercy. And I let her go. My mom didn't raise me to be that person. She walked off, stormed out of there, and left me in there for weeks. No food, no water, nothing. The officer who was with her came by one day, dropped a book in my cell. Right there. This book became my manual. I read it every day. It was my Bible. It helped me change who I am to today. It helped me become the man that I am to this day. It's the reason when I speak, I always bring these books because some people in this room need a change. And that's the book that changed me. From that point on, when I read that book, I learned how to develop myself. I learned how to set goals. I learned how to plan. I learned how to change the way I look, the way I talk, the way I act around people. Because no one taught me these things in my entire life. And it pushed me to the point when I was ready to get out, I was ready. I was ready. It was game on the moment I got out. My brother knows. And I pushed so hard to make sure that nothing will ever break me. And you can't see it. And I came to a point where now I live on the street, I listen to Dr. Eric Thomas all day, every day, and I came to the concept is, I will, I can, I must. Every morning I get up, I will, I can, I must. Because I don't do this for me. I do this for y'all. I do this for kids who growing up that didn't have a dad. I do this for the men in this room who are going through a struggle. Lord knows all the cities. And I push. Every day. I grind. And I want to let you guys know, I don't give a damn what you go through. Keep it up. There will be times when you will break it. Don't let it break you. Every time you ain't got no money. Every time you got nothing to do, nothing to invest in. But don't let nothing break you. Y'all hear me? I want everybody to stand up, please. Thank you. Please, everybody stand up. I'm going to end it with this. I'm going to say I can, I will, I must. I want y'all to stay with me. I can, I will, I must. I can, I will, I must. Come on, man, any more than that? I can, I will, I must. That was Wilson.
Give it up for Ray Spencer one more time, man. That was powerful. And then he added the Avengers music with it. Oh. Ray, for real though, on some real stuff, for real. I'm just being real serious right now. You bear with me. Did you really have $70,000? Was that real? Was that? Well, you a brave man. Hey, we're going to take a 5-minute break. 5-minute break, guys. Go grab you something to drink and use the bathroom. And then we're going to meet right back here for barbershop time. Thank you. Oh, hold on. You got ready? Oh. He left the books up here. If you guys want to grab a book, there's a few left. So come grab your book.
Yes, everybody's out. I promise I'm about to leave. I'm just gonna do the little raffles for y'all real quick. We got 3 raffles and then I'm out, okay? This is like sworn to secrecy stuff. I get it. But Kat is staying, right? She needs to take the picture. So Kat is staying. Kat, she's staying. I'm sorry. She said she's sworn to secrecy though. She ain't gonna tell. So I am just doing your raffles and then I'm getting out your hair. I know I'm holding coffee, doing raffles. We got 3 raffles. The first one is for free personal training. Get your health back in check, and the fin check keeps going. 5052. Is that anybody in here? Oh, perfect! Yay! All right, the next one is for a free business coaching session. And if it's one of the women's tickets, we put it back in. 5054. Listen. Thank you for supporting the sponsorship run. That's what happens when y'all get them tickets. The last one is a Black Belt X Conference VIP bag. $5066. Okay. Make sure you guys get your raffle tickets and stuff because that's what happens. You win. We got a whole bunch of raffles going on throughout the next 2 days. Can I make a quick announcement? Try it out. If you still want to come to the gala tomorrow, you can still see me outside. Tickets are $75. It's from 6 to 10 tomorrow for our African Royalty Gala. It will be right back here at this hotel in this room. If you're interested in coming, let me know right here outside at our official Black Belt X table where the t-shirts are, and you are more than welcome to purchase your ticket directly with me. All right, well, that's it for me. Thank you.
Give it up. Yeah. That's all right. We'll let Happy sign an NDA before you leave, okay? All right. My man. Okay. All right. Whoa. Intruder alert. Hold on. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, man. It's football in the house. Okay. Y'all make some noise for Mr. Paris Johnson. I'm actually, he showed up right on time. So we're doing right now. What we're doing is a barbershop talk. I have 2 brothers up here right now. I need 2 more volunteers from the audience. If I can get 2. If you're willing to get real raw with it. Just 1. Okay, come on up, brother. And is he coming up? Okay, cool. 2. Boom. All right. Well, y'all gonna have to see. All right. So yeah, this is gonna be our 4 panelists for the barbershop talk, but we also gonna have our man King. Did you find an extra mic? Okay. We're gonna have my man King Kong walking around. If you guys have questions about the different topics that we're gonna be covering in this barbershop talk, again, as I stated before, don't be afraid to get real. Don't be afraid to get raw, but let's try to keep it respectful as well, and also give other people chances to speak as well. Can we agree on that, fellas? Cool. Before I move forward, I'm gonna pass this mic, and I'm gonna need you guys to introduce yourself if you could, please.
Excuse me. I'm gonna shut this off so that everything I'm gonna help it up.
Okay. Did we want to shut that off? I thought that was.
Well, she wants to know how do y'all feel?
No, keep going. No,
Okay.
that's fine.
I
Yeah.
want to get that out.
No, that's fine. Keep going. No, you good.
My name is Roger Valentine, and I'm an author, so I'm out here for that particular purpose. And my publicist is part of the publicist for this actual fair.
Shout out to Desiree.
Right, Desiree, yes.
My name is Brandon Williams. I have a men's group for millennial minority men called Urban Noblemen, and what we do is host different intimate events to bring men to the table to have conversations that are near and dear to our heart, and create a safe space for us to talk about those taboo topics.
Hey, everybody.
Check.
Hey, everyone. My name is Dwayne Griffin, also known as Mr. Group Homes. Own a bunch of group homes in Cleveland, Ohio. Been investing here in Arizona. Hopefully moving my family out. Invested in Georgia, some new development properties, modular homes, things of that nature. But I'm happy to be up here, man, and excited to talk to each and every one of you guys.
My name is Alfonso Israel L. I am a licensed professional counselor. I work with Ashley at Favor and Grace Under Fire of updating a lot of, men and males from ages 18 up. Really just updating the mindset, right? We go through a lot of updates with our technology, but a lot of our understanding of who we are, the pastor spoke on it, understanding our roles and understanding ourselves in context of what we've been through and our experiences, helping make sense of that without, making that our identity. Helping people work through their experiences so their experiences don't become their identity. And they get to have the mental dominion. We talk a lot about mental health. I talk to people about mental dominion. So that's what I do. I'm a therapist, and I love working with brothers in the community. I grew up without a father, without an uncle, without a brother. Like the brother was talking about entrepreneur, gang life, the violence, watching my mother cry. The only thing that ever broke me was watching my mother cry. And I know a lot of people have that experience, and so I can say this. We don't have that space to where we go cry on each other's shoulders, right? And believe it or not, that's really goes a lot of women. So without crying on each other's shoulders, we provide that safe space like the brother was talking about in therapy sessions. I call it reality wrapping. No one needs therapy, you just need what you get from therapy, right? So that's me. I'm Alfonso, I'm a therapist, and thanks y'all for having me.
All right. There should be a button on you guys' mic, so when it's time to talk, I think that we just have to be mic on at the time. Okay, so if you can just mute it for now. Okay. Oh, okay. All right, fellas. So we have a number of topics that we are able to cover in this barbershop talk. So I'm just going to start down the list, and we'll go from there. So the first topic that I want to, because by show of hands, I'm pretty sure everyone is in a relationship, married. Been married before? Okay. All right. So first topic I want to, do you believe that typical gender roles still exist in a relationship / marriage?
Somewhat, but not always. Okay, and what I mean by that is there's still women that I found out, and particularly that I'm associated with, they still want you to do your part, but they don't want to have to be forced to do a certain thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind doing that, but I don't want to make that have to be my role. I don't mind doing it in certain circumstances, but don't make that be my role.
You got like being submissive.
Yeah. But don't make that be my role.
Yeah, black women hate that word submissive. Yeah, they don't like that. Yeah, that's a great point. That's a great. Anybody else?
Get the button mark check. This on the spot.
Y'all can hear me okay? Okay, there we go. So I'm speaking from the perspective of being married for 10 years. My wife and I have been together. I'm speaking from the perspective of being married for 10 years. My wife and I have been together for 17 years, college sweethearts. And absolutely, I believe, and she believes, that roles do exist. Do we fall into our roles all the time? It's never that easy. And I think even 17 years later, we're still learning I'm still learning how to lead her, and she's still learning how to follow my lead. So we believe in the roles, but just because you believe in the roles doesn't mean that those roles are just automatically going to happen. So I think that's where the work comes into it all.
Do you think that being too independent plays a role?
Oh, absolutely. If you're independent, why are you in a relationship? The relational part of it is for that person to make up for what you're lacking. I make up for what she's lacking, and vice versa. And that's, as a man, even being able to admit that we lack in areas, that's been a big part for me, to tell my wife, like, yo, when it comes to details on organizing all this shit, like, that's just not me, versus I got it. That's taking some humbling just to fall into our roles, but the roles exist. I think that's how the order goes. God, husband, wife, kids, so on and so forth, but it's not automatic.
Yeah. Ken, oh.
I'm coming, brother.
Okay.
Some people are in a situation, a relationship, just for what they can get out of it. So, to answer your question, some people are in it just to get something. And that's what.
But you should get something out of a relationship, right?
No, they're in it.
Well, only it's actually.
You see what I'm saying? Because when people haven't been taught about different things, and they act on that, and maybe they didn't fully inform the other person, that you done hooked up with somebody that's in it for what they can get. I just want to throw that out there. That's the mindset that sometimes exists without being explained or shared.
So, growing up in a church household myself, I would love to hear the pastor's view on this. Is that okay? Can you give us a view on that?
Yeah, I agree that roles do still exist. I agree that roles still do exist. I like the concept of one of the brothers said that as we move forward in society, things are evolving, right? However, like my wife, she has a full-time career, she's an entrepreneur, she's a whole bunch of stuff. So it's not the traditional, when I was raised, my grandparents, my great-granddaddy, he was a breadwinner, granny stayed home and she cooked 30 meals a day, dessert. We don't live in them times no more. Them days is old, you know what I mean? I cook sometimes. If you want to eat. But I feel like the important part is that we just don't lose the balance in our roles and our relationships. And the most important part in the roles is making sure that each role is meeting the need of the others. That's what's the most important part. As long as everybody, my wife can go start 10,000 business, I'm a supporter. I don't got a problem with her having way more money than me. I'm fine with it, And a lot of times we get caught up on the little detail stuff, but when you've been put together for a purpose and a reason that you are a team, it really don't matter what worked for you works for you, and what was designed for you is designed for you.
All right.
Can I chime in on that?
Yeah.
Speaking on relationships, I think what's very important is that the functional wording that is relate, right? A lot of times relationships are based on attraction.